My name's Doe. Today I'm going to talk to you about a plan I've been working on involving curriculum integration using a learning web. The learning web I've put together integrates health and physical education, visual art and literacy. So how do we make children actively involved in their learning? How do we make learning fun? How do we help children make sense of their learning? An idea I've come up with promotes learning through the arts and at the same time learning in the arts. So why use the arts? Well, I'll answer that question in a minute. Year 1 and 2 in health and physical education are going to explore how it feels when you're included in a group and excluded from a group. This learning area in the curriculum I find really important. The immense amount of suffering caused from not fitting in, whether it's because you come from a different culture, or the food you eat, or the clothes you wear, or how you look. The suffering caused is terrible, and it adds to our lack of focus, and it creates stress, and it impairs our learning. So one way I've found, and I find it really exciting, that we may be able to overcome this is by using Goleman's theory of emotional intelligence. So Goleman believes that emotional intelligence and social skills need to be learned. Students need to recognize their emotions and manage them. Students need to recognize other people's emotions and respond to them. And people need to manage positive relationships. Really interestingly, Goleman found that the physiology of the brain means that strong emotions and learning compete for working memory in our brain. So if a student is emotionally upset, it's really going to impact their learning. Gardner also recognizes emotional intelligence in his intrapersonal and interpersonal intelligences. So, back to my question. Why use art to help learning? Because art helps us increase our emotional and feeling brain, and this ties in really well with emotional intelligence. Art helps us retain information, and it makes learning much deeper. Learning in art also promotes our empathy, and we're able to share our feelings and ideas through the art we create. So let me look at this one I'm going to show you. The aim in my teaching this content is to recognize that everybody has feelings, no matter what culture or background they come from, and no matter what differences we have. So we'll begin by exploring a story called Bully, and we're going to use the literacy component and our listening skills and reading. And then we're also going to integrate learning through the art, where we look at the images and we discuss the colours that the artist has used and the way she's used the figures and the representations to tell the story. I'm also going to demonstrate after this my own art pieces that I've drawn, and I'm going to use inquiry learning and experiential learning, asking the children what experiences they've been involved in where they haven't fitted in and where they've felt left out. And I'm going to also use inquiry-based learning and ask them, how did that make you feel and why do you think? And I'm also going to show them the two art pieces that I've created and ask them what this image and what this image makes them feel when they're looking at them. Children will then be handed out two canvases, and they will be asked to draw their happy and sad feelings when they feel included or left out. So at the end of the lesson, we're going to look at our paintings, and then I'm going to show them two pictures. And these are the pictures. The first one is a happy picture, and the second one is this sad picture. And we're going to place our paintings under the pictures on the wall And every day when the students come into the class, I'm going to ask them to hang the painting on the wall, which indicates how they're feeling that day. So students will start to recognize their own feelings. They'll start to recognize the feelings that other people are having in the class. And I'll be able to understand emotionally how everybody is that day, which I then hope will improve our learning in the class. Thanks very much, and I look forward to your comments. Bye.